Today I have this crazy idea. I want to learn a little bit more about street photography. So what I will do now is I walk into one of those camera shops and I will ask if I can rent or borrow a more expensive lens for one day. I have a crazy idea. Okay. Do you guys rent?
We do rent them, yeah.
In a second we'll go upstairs and then I can choose one of those lenses and I will tell you what price it is.
Lens cap, the rig cap, the filter, the hood, the case and the tripod ring, and then the 77mm variable ND filter, which is that one.
Nice.
So just initial here and your signature here. This one is the terms and conditions, so you just need to print your name and signature here. Execution of my plan was working. I got now one for $78 for one day. That's a 70-200mm F2.8 lens. And also got an ND filter. That's a variable ND filter. I had to pay $1,500 because it was the first time that I was renting something here at Michael's. So on my Australian bank account that they also took away now, there was $1,500. If I bring the lens back tomorrow, they will then give me back the money. It will take around 5 days until the money comes back. Now I will remove the UV filter that is on top of that. You can actually have a stop on the beginning and then the end of the ND filter. So that's maximum, and that's the most light going through. Hi, I just rented this one. What is the difference between stabilizer mode 1 and 2?
Stabilization in both axes, and mode 2 starts in mode 1 and switches to single axis stabilization if motion is detected. It will stabilize either the vertical or horizontal as it detects the axis of motion.
What I'm trying to solve now is like when I have this ND filter on top of the lens that I just rented, I can't use the cap, the protecting cap anymore. Not a big deal, but it should work, right?
Oh, it's got a step up on there.
Yeah, all good?
So I've just put a note saying that we've got the 82, we swapped the 72, and that I've put this out the back.
Good morning, now it's the next day. Yesterday I spent all day shooting with this little monster, and I have to say it is a real monster because it's super heavy. So like I didn't expect that. Like shooting after all day, my arm was kind of falling off in the evening. And if you compare it to my other lens, and that is considered a large lens, it is so much smaller now. But yeah, this lens it's just incredible. It was nice to have that for one day, even though those $70 that I spent and $10 for the ND filter is a lot of money for me. This is nothing that I do all the time. It's also the first time that I ever rented something, so I wanted to have this experience and share that here on the channel. And number two, it is also the first time that I had a lens like that on my camera. Maybe this gives you an idea that you don't have to buy an expensive lens, you can actually hire stuff. What I want to do now is like a little comparison with my other lens. I will focus and put on the same spot, and I will split the screen in two sizes, and you can see left and right side the two different lenses. On the downside, definitely it has a downside. Number one, of course, it's a 70-200. That means like I couldn't vlog on that camera. Like it doesn't matter how much far I hold this, I will never, number one, I can focus at all, and then you would just see this area here of my face, and that's not good. Of course, that's why you have like different lenses. And number two, because of the weight, and I'm traveling a lot, this lens will never be a travel lens for myself because this is just too heavy. And if you have seen it, I have a link here, my camera gear that I already carry, and I think for the purpose that I'm traveling so much, I already have too much equipment. I would say that's it for this day. I hope you like this little vlog stylish video. I'm Daniel from Melbourne at the moment, and I hope I see you in the next video. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell button. See you in the next video. I'm Daniel. Bye.